ReeceMustSee Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Sentinels of Portland taking on the Snowhawks of Vancouver. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis joining you from the booth. And, Charles, we take a peek at this Vancouver team entering play.
Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland club, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Utah.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Portland first down.
Here's Knight on the handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you look at this defense,
they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A run with Knight.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A quick throw here out to Brown.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Right back to him on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McDonald sets to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And it's caught. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Sentinels get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And he fires one incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Logan Hall able to get in there and drop him behind the line. And they'll send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. This is Knight. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing is McDonald. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg
and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. That's complete, right around the 8. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
I ain't got to be going like that, bro.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Woodard. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. So instead of giving them another chance on 3rd down, they're going to decline the penalty and force a decision on 4th down.
He ain't got Frost playing like he ain't with it.
47-yard attempt.
It's going to be a hard one, but you're going to hit it.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spend more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They go play action with McDonald. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Yeah, but why not get it wrong? Trying to see what's up.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Cardinal.
McDonald. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Let's go now.
What's up, teams? We got this good happening.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Felton. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw.
We'll get this into the hands of Price.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Josh Oliver,
An 11-yard touchdown.
and the Snowhawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Press all 80.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's McDonald to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now they'll audible to something else.
First down.
70.
First down, Sentinels.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
Let's go
First
now.
and 10 at the 24-yard
Viking
line.
18. Let's go.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Back to throw again.
Robin.
That's touchdown. De'Ami Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Sentinels will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's a diving catch right side.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Vancouver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect it with his legs for that first down pickup.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On first down, Warner. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. So out of the locker rooms, here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Price. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
45-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Warner. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Warner. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. On first down, Warner. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A 39-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. It's McDonald. Caught right side, Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Portland.
Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end and have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Woodard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Woodard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of a yard.
Here comes third down at 7.
Now back to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carey.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go!
They stay on the ground with Carey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Ready, set.
2nd and 6.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
70 Lions.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check up.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards.
Hold on now. I'm going to have to take another look at that one.
Now it's plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the
play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
Okay, ready?
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that was a 13-play drive in total.
Portland coming off 2-game win streak with plus a bye week. Something got to do it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They go play action with McDonald.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
McDonald sets to throw.
Completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First down, Sentinels.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing is McDonald.
It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
They started putting night on for the rest of the game,
Again
didn't
to
they?
Williams, running right. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He stiff arms it. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
19-18.
McDonald. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now, this defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. That's now 10 catches for him in the ball game. This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd inches.
Here we go.
Get this ball.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's another Portland first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense?
Williams. He was looking kind of cool, boy. He go over. See you, can you look? Okay. 7. Playing hurt too. Shit. Damn night.
That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's McDonald to throw. And that's caught. Touchdown. De'Ami Brown there to make the grab. And the Sentinels answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
De'Ami Brown, superstar in this league.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Damn, you choke.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 24-20, a minute 53 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down.
4 straight? You lost 3 in a row? They just 4 now? 8 wins.
He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Felton. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Vancouver, first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Portland, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Vancouver, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Love the football league, baby.